Hi there, welcome back to Torment, Tides of Numenera. In the last episode, we recruited Rhin out of that piece of rubble here, if you seek her. We saved her from a few thugs with deception and...
I'm ready if you are.
Can have a look at her, which we should now. She's the lost child who shapes gods. Rhin may be lost, but she's not helpless. She's just alone. Rhin is just a child, nothing special about her, unless you count her damaged head, her odd turns of phrase, and her tendency to talk to a rock that lives in her pocket. Focus shapes gods. Rhin insists that the stones she carries with her are gods. She says they help her, though it's hard to know for sure. What does she have here? A polished rock. In every way that matters, this is a rock with a hole in it. Yet Rhin talks to it frequently. Oh my god. She has an unarmed attack. We should give her something, right? Maybe that. An antique hair clip? No. Do we have some weapons we could give her? Not really, or what is that? A Viscera spring? Some oddities? Rhin, who are you? What are you? Can do light attacks. Oh my god. She's a little helpless, but she's got a good cipher limit, so she's a Nano 2 probably. God of Hiding, gained 30% on stealth tasks. Very nice. She can heal. Expertly administer care to wounded allies, applying the needed treatments through esoteries and ciphers. Good perception, quick fingers and running, so she's a healing thief. Like that. Let's see what we can... Yeah. What does she have on her body? A Rhin's shirt. That's actually not bad. 4 resistance. Nice. And the jacket. 1 cipher limit. Rhin's jacket is practical and light. A simple grey piece of fabric. The cloth looks inexpensive and roughly cut, but it fits her well. It offers little to no protection. This thing. Rhin's shirt is made from a coarse material and simple cut, dyed in an unappealing grey. So that's Rhin. Good that we picked her up. She'll learn a lot with us. Now, will we go to that? Yeah, we'll go to Aidan Sitabor. What does he have to say? Claw of the Loric Car. Who are you? The large muscled man is practicing some form of martial art as you look on. He's wearing an old white rough woven coat with the sleeves torn off, and a red bandana is wrapped tightly around his head. He seems to be moving much faster than his size suggests is possible. Oh my god, Bruce Lee. He glides between stances as swiftly as water. His fists are blurring hammers, striking at invisible enemies. His bare, calloused feet snap and slash at the air like knives. Oh man, you're very fast. Yes, Aidan says, the Drebel's gift. His hand slips around an invisible assailant's arm. He snaps it with a stab of his elbow and crushes his enemy's throat and flips him over his shoulder to the ground. Dresantum array, he shouts, spinning over the invisible adversary's corpse to deliver a triangle of jabs to the chest of his next attacker. The entire set of moves took no longer than 4 seconds. Catches you staring and smiles. You must be wondering why I'm shouting. Yes, we want to know. Tell us. I am not surprised. I must look like a lunatic, he says before sparing his opponent's jugular with 3 fingers. Count it, thrust. It helps me focus my breathing, my strength and will. It reminds me of how weak I once was and how strong I have become. Years ago, I was a starving beggar. I managed to steal a wedge of pie crust and was terrified that someone else would take it from me. So I hid inside that metal structure over there to enjoy my feast. A bite of the hidden quap, he says, clawing his enemy's eyes. Stale crust crumbled into pieces between my eager fingers, and something strange happened. They drifted toward the ground like the softest of snowflakes. I was able to pluck each of them from the air before they fell. At first I was delighted, then I wept. How far had I fallen that clean food was a miracle. He sighs and delivers 4 more blows to the air's belly. But the miracle never ended. The longer I lived in that shelter, the more I could slow the world by concentrating. I swore to never waste this gift. I would honor it by becoming stronger, faster. I would challenge the predators of the world and take their killing blows from them. I would never be prey again. Grush, stomp. Where did you learn to fight like that? By challenging the deadliest creatures and studying their killing blows, he says. I lack claws or teeth, but I do the best I can. Will we bet that seems too dangerous for us and also not really explorerly? How are you so fast again? No. So farewell, quick man. I mean, probably we could recruit him, right, if we win against him, but that's not our style. Not at all. And what's this? That's more our style, to explore that inexplicable. These 3 triangles float serenely above a scuffed stone basin. You can't help noticing that the citizens of Sagas are giving this monument a wide berth. The largest triangle shines brightly, radiating a soothing warmth. The middle, darker one hovers above it, turns slightly away from the first with what strikes you as disdain. The third is small, dryly amused, and so deeply indigo as to be nearly black. It's removed from the first 2 triangles. You hesitate. You were sensing emotions from these objects. Intent. Something is strange here. Is that a riddle? We'll first look at the stone basin. The stone is cracked in places, but far newer than the ancient shapes that float above. You suspect that the citizens of Sagas added the basin to make the triangles look less out of place. Interesting. We'll touch the large triangle. Reach out and time slows. Your hand drifts past individual motes of light-dappled dust, moving into the warm glow of the large triangle. Calm warmth bleeds up your arm when you grasp the edge of the triangle. It's somehow rigid and flexible at the same time. You blink, swaying. In the half-second before you open your eyes, you hear the thunderous crack of wood on wood and the rumble of distant voices. You snatch your hand from the triangle. And the medium-sized one? Staring at this triangle is disorienting. The longer you stare at it, the more you feel a tight coiling sensation in your own head. Standing on your toes and stretching, you manage to brush the triangle's icy face with your finger. The air thickens like a weight over you, and you struggle to keep your eyes open. Between the thumping of your heartbeat, you hear thousands of purposeful, rhythmic footsteps treading endless stairs toward the peak of a vast, echoing room. Wow, and the smallest one? Tiny object spins slightly faster than the others. The more you stare at it, the more you sense a growing presence in the air. The icy regard of distant eyes. You blink and a strip of light unwinds ahead of you like a path through infinite murmuring dark. Behind you is an ever-shifting zoetrope of linked motionless hues. It is your past, you realize, every second of it, every choice pouring out of you and trailing away into the black. You open your eyes, your back at the stone ring, still touching the triangle. All 3 of them are watching you. You blink again. The strip of light, the surrounding darkness, and in the valley, between the slow pulsing of your heart, you hear the murmurs of countless witnesses, the raised voices of your past and future companions, the heated condemnations of enemies you haven't met yet, and above it all, a trio of voices, one warm, one cold, and one dryly practical. They are speaking a verdict, but you can't hear them over the din. So that's the 3 judges are the triangles. We'll shout for silence so we can hear the judges. Because we want to know, right? Bellow into the dark, clenching your fist, and the crowd instantly falls silent. So do the judges. The echoing silence that follows, you realize that you are alone. You always were. You stride on. We're getting crazy. The path unravels before your every step. Your past unspools behind you. Stay on the path to see where it leads. You follow the road. Casually, you look to the right, and the path of your feet flickers as if anticipating your new direction. Clearly, your choices define this road's course, and not the other way round. You open your eyes. The three triangles hang in the air exactly as they did before, unmoving and silent. The vision is gone, and yet you can still feel the choices you've made, curving away behind you like a string of jewels. You straighten, moving into the future breath by breath. Suddenly notice a message carved into the stone ring beneath the triangles. Judge yourself. As you watch, it slowly fades away. Oh, we'll step away from that. Very crazy. Very strange. What's going on here? What's this? This person. Don't jump. Don't jump. Who are you? This young woman clutches herself and growls low and continuously under her breath. Pearly white light shimmers from a vial on her wrist, and her eyes are red-rimmed, as if she's been crying. So she's a drug user? You've never seen her before, and yet your hands are sweating and your breath catches in your inherited chest. Shame burns your throat hot and sour. Your body recognizes her. Even if you do not, scan thoughts. This isn't you, only I am real. You don't need to fight me. What? Is that her? Leave me alone, she mutters, and it's a moment before you realize she's not talking to you. You took my face, stole my family, whisper at me in my own voice. Isn't that enough? Isn't that... She breaks off when she sees you. She's in my head and she won't shut up. Talk loud, talk over her so I can hear you. You hear a woman in your head? Yes, she says, biting the word like an enemy's throat. Now stop talking about her. If it brings her forward and she clings, she whines and she won't stop. So please stop talking about her. Scan thoughts, I am not some woman, I am you. Please let me in. Aha. I'm sorry, but I want to hear about that woman in your head. We want to help her now. No, every time I think about her, she inches closer to me, pulls on my arm. Stop asking about her, please. Closer. You want to let me in. Why fight me? Sorry, but I want to hear about that woman. She growls under her breath, but does not respond. Fighting only hurts you. Let it go. Yeah, I still want to hear. Is that insisting doesn't bring us forward? Alright, if you have nothing new to say, what is that shining object you're holding, by the way? She flinches, but reveals the vial strapped to her wrist. It glows with an inner light, and the tiny ripples within seem to cast moving shadows on her palm. I woke up one night in a building I'd never seen before, she says soft and low. I found this beneath a pile of blackened scales. If you shake it, it makes a picture. Watch. She jiggles the vial and holds up her other hand. Indistinct shadows mimic the motion on her palm. Why are you holding on to it? Because I feel like it was mine, she blurts, then grimaces, as if the words escaped without her permission. At any rate, it's mine now, and I don't need more of a reason than that. Scan thoughts, it's mine, I don't need more of a reason than that. What? Why is it so important to you again? It's not that important, she says, frowning. I just feel better holding it, and there's nothing wrong with me. Alright, I want to ask you about something else. Can I look at that shining vial again? Maybe she would feel better if we take that thing away from her. That's a dangerous weapon. You should give it to me. Can use deception. I don't have many points left. But we're best, so... Her fingers tighten over the vials and then loosen. "All right," she says, looking desperately unhappy. Still, she seems somewhat relieved when she hands it over. Star's kiss. Aha. The vial of vicious fluid belonged to loss of self until you persuaded her to give it to you. Someone has added straps to the device so it can be attached to an arm. The fluid is a single protective consciousness in liquid form, though you do not know what form it may have had before. A consciousness. The glass-like material of the vial can turn porous when needed, allowing the fluid to flow out. It will try to protect you from incoming attacks, forming a bright silvery shield that flings incoming forces back toward their source. Maybe that thing was talking through her. I'm sorry, but I want to hear again about the woman in your head. Is she gone now? No. Oh, we need to help her. We need to find a way to help her. We're indebted now. Now we've taken away her plaything.
If you're sure it's safe.
Yeah, come with us, Rhin. Come with us. It's good. It's all good. Pilfered Numenera purchased here. No questions asked.
Let's go.
Where are we gonna find out about her? Maybe just here. The skull-like relief could be a warning, or perhaps a notice that something harmless but related to death waits below.
Of course.
What will we do, and when will we do it? Seen so much. I know. We'll talk to these guys in the next episode. Let's see what... Maybe they can tell us something about this Wundgen guy, and maybe about Rhin, as she was in that area. Maybe someone is here that can tell us more. Like a mother. A mother would know something of a child, right? Huh. Anyways, thank you for watching. Happy gaming to you. This is Immanuel signing out, wishing you a good time.